Kent State Center for the Berkshire Hampshire for the Berkshires, and we are enjoying the first ride from Manhattan to New York or to Pittsfield.
Are you excited to bring more tourism to the Berkshires?
Yeah, and so that's one of the reasons that we're doing this. Kind of tourism is the third largest sector in the region. It's and we found that when you look at what's happening in Manhattan, it's 600,000 households without cars. So were they choosing not to come to the Berkshires? And so we hope to have be able to expand that footprint in the first place. But then also, since COVID, we've also seen that people they can live anywhere and work anywhere. And so if you have these links, these transportation links with regional economic centers, that's a big help as well. So we'll see.
Do you see more businesses and more theater companies and more music events coming to Pittsfield and the Berkshires now?
Interestingly, we've seen more people for sure already, and I think when we're talking to and more people buying houses, that's the other one. So there's an affordability element here too. And on the businesses I'm not sure if we've seen that yet, but so we're going to be tracking a lot of that, especially now that we have these rail links developing.
Will you be able to have bus links and tour links linking to like Tanglewood?
Right. So that's been a big project before we got to today, which is that last mile piece. And so right now we have a mixture of things. There will be rental cars across the street from the train station. There's a local private company is providing door-to-door shuttle service, so $20, and you can go anywhere in the county.
Oh, nice.
Which is great, from Vermont to Connecticut. And then your traditional taxis, Uber, Lyft. What we also found from studying the Cape Flyer, which goes Boston to the Cape on weekends, is that ultimately people are using friends and family who are already at the destination, and so that's been their last mile solution. We've also had the hotels saying if we see more and more people using the flyer service, then they'll have dedicated vans as well. So we're kind of we're developing those as we speak.
Oh, so it's also starting relationships.
Yeah, exactly. And then people recognizing that there's a value to say, great, if we have more people arriving than before without cars, then maybe we'll have our own vans and shuttle services to the kind of either the cultural or natural assets and destinations.
Yeah, I have to admit I was shocked when I found out that where we're staying is walking distance, and the theaters are within walking distance. Because I remember coming up here to see a friend of mine, and I don't remember thinking anything was in walking distance.
Yeah, exactly. We have this saying that everything's 15 minutes away, no matter what. But as long as you're in Pittsfield, it's all walking, really. And some of what I love about Pittsfield is, because I live there, it's a city of 45,000, and within city limits you have skiing and mountain biking and lakes for kayaking and canoeing, and so to get to some of those you might benefit from a car or a taxi. But
if you were a tourist, what would be the 3 attractions or restaurants or hotels that you want to visit?
Yeah, so Hotel on North is fun. I have friends who live 40 minutes from Pittsfield who will go for a kind of a staycation, and so precisely because then you can walk to bars and restaurants, and that's not always. By the way, that's a second locomotive connecting to the train that's going to take us. It's going to take us over to Pittsfield, and so there's a that kind of accessibility right downtown. The other thing that I just love is Pittsfield is in the center of everything the region has to offer, right? So you can go half an hour more north to the country's largest contemporary art museum. You can go south to Tanglewood, where the Boston Symphony Orchestra is, or Jacob's Pillow, and so and then have that center of gravity in Pittsfield. So it's really great.
And what would you like our readers to know about you or Pittsfield?
Mm-hmm. Nature and culture is a big one, so to have access to some things that you may not always get in the city. Obviously you have culture, but combined with nature and getting outside is a big one, and an affordable place to live and be and have fun.
Well, at the moment you have something that New York does not have: crime-free.
You guys are having a big issue there?
Oh yeah, and if you fight back, if you're a bodega worker, you get thrown in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Welcome.
Thank you.